Hello, everybody out there in TV land. Welcome back to another episode of the Honorable Marvin Cooper Show. Take notes. Matter of fact, don't even take notes. Don't grab a pen this time because this episode is probably going to be a little diabolical. Um, I have a very special guest with me though. That's a little exciting about the show. Mr. Jackson is back from the Nosebleeds podcast himself. Mr. Aundre, the sports guy with that crazy emoji in the back, which kind of explains this episode. And here's the man of the hour right here. The reason we're all here, Mr. Jojo. Hey, Jojo, how you doing?
Not
So,
doing very good, man. I'm
Feeling
not.
disappointed?
so, WWE pay-per-view rewind, people. We had a good streak going, but like the Undertaker, it ended today
That's crazy.
with the 2020 Super Showdown.
He got choked up just saying that.
Well, now I understand why it was only three pay-per-views of it. So,
We still got more Saudi shows to come. I think this was
since
their fifth, right, at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2020,
so
oh, was it?
yes,
They fifth?
yeah, because they did two in 2018, two in 2019, and this was
Oh, they
number.
did do two in
Yeah.
2018. Okay,
So this is Super Saudi Showdown 5.
which
The
is
Saudis
sad.
blew out that journalist guy's brains.
Yeah. So as y'all can see, I usually would have a pay-per-view background, but I just kept it simple and just chose my man here, and because this pay-per-view was kind of sad. So since this was JoJo's idea,
Mhm.
you can start it off, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Showdown
I'm
2020.
not doing all right. So, Super Showdown 2020. It was a show. It was a show.
Was it?
Was it? Yeah, but
You know what? I wouldn't even call it a show, bro. Honestly, bro. This is damn near a trailer.
He
Like
said some shit.
this shit was ass, bro. Like ass. And that, bro, and then you had R-Truth versus Bobby Lashley versus Eric Rowan versus AJ Styles. Then Undertaker pops up.
Andrade.
Him too. Oh my God, man. This was a train wreck. Like it was bad. It was poorly booked. And I love
Really?
R-Truth. Love him. Why did he pin Bobby Lashley?
that that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like my brother. Like, come on. McMahon. McMahon.
Can
Vince.
we
Come
talk
on.
about how he pinned him? Because I got the notes right here.
Oh, come on, spill it, my brother.
Here's what he did. Lashley gets the early offense on Truth. Truth then does his Cena comeback. Crowd is dead. Crowd is wearing masks, by the way, because this is COVID time. Lashley later on goes for a spear, hits his head on a turnbuckle, falls over like a bozo, and Truth just magically rolls him up 1, 2, 3. It should have been a squash match. Truth should have been out of there within 5 minutes. Go
Yeah.
on, because then we got to talk about Andrade, who, by the way, was the United States
State
champion.
champion. Yup,
Yep.
exactly. Yup.
So here's how you make your mid-card champion look good. Tell me, JoJo.
Hell, you can't make him look good right there.
No, you can't, because here's where it went bad before Andrade even hit the ring. So not only do R-Truth pin Lashley, but then you get the post-match assaults. You get the afterbirth. You get R-Truth gets speared. R-Truth gets pushed into the steps. He gets run into the barricade. R-Truth is bleeding. Referee is checking on him. And Andrade, pre-AEW Andrade, proceeds to walk out there and flaunt his United States title around. Logic would say, hey, here's a guy that's down and out. I should probably rush to the ring, kick his ass, pin 1, 2, 3, and move on within 2 minutes. Now I'm gonna take my time. Then I'm gonna lock in an arm bar, and I'm gonna do all this stuff and target a body part, which makes no sense in this situation whatsoever. Continue, Jojo. You chose this.
And after that, Truth pins Andrade.
How did he pin Andrade?
Yes, please tell us this pathetic part.
This
Yes.
is the part I can't understand.
Do you remember JoJo? Because I have the notes.
I'm not gonna lie. I would sleep on that part.
Here's how he pinned him. Once again, mind you, this match should have ended in 2 minutes. Oh, am I saying in a condescending voice? Because this is very condescending. They both go for a spinning back elbow, but they both bump their heads.
Yes.
Andrade falls over, then he rolls on his back, and R-Truth just magically flops on top of him like a dad at Maury talking about some I really fell in the pussy, and fucking pinned him 1, 2, 3.
I just don't
That's
understand.
pretty
what
much
is
how.
going-
Yeah.
They
What
made
is going
R-Truth-
through Vince's head though to say,
Exactly.
"Hey,
Bro,
people are
he-
gonna love this"?
he booked R-Truth like he was damn near 2008 John Cena, bro.
Bro, and Tyrell just read it off. He got thrown into the steps. He got
Yeah. This is after. This is after. This is after he got thrown into the steps, got speared, the ref stoppage, and he wins again off of some lucky outlaw mud show bullshit.
And then the real kicker is Eric Rowan.
yeah, bro.
He gets DQ, bro. Like
He
Why
said
did
that
he
was
get DQ'd?
Yeah.
And
How did he get?
why was Eric Rowan so mad that he had to get disqualified?
and I don't know.
No, why was Eric
was-
Rowan even there?
Bro,
in the first place.
because he bumped into Eric Rowan's cage. It was Rage of the Cage. And do you remember what was in that cage? Do you remember what was revealed in that cage later on? A dumbass spider.
Hmm. Yes.
So
So
the
he-
dumbass spider gets knocked over
So he pretty much just went John Wick over a spider.
over a
Pretty much.
spider
That's crazy.
that they forgot about after they revealed it was a spider.
Hmm.
I know I'm using a little hindsight here, but what the fuck?
Man, what was WWE in 2020, bro? Oh my God. It was
What was the
You-
mindset? That's what I'm wondering.
You tell us. You chose this.
Mind you, the next match that's coming on, because remember, I'm still watching this, is Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin in the steel cage.
I'm not gonna lie
This
to
is
you, my
big
brother.
dog Roman. It's
Oh
not
God.
Tribal Chief.
Oh, that match was something else too. I'm not gonna lie. And then we get my boy AJ Styles.
Oh yeah.
He did the Lord's work and he got R-Truth up out of there. AJ Styles was dancing around, thought he won. Then Rey Mysterio music hits.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite
Camera
part of the
feed
match.
shows Rey Mysterio getting his ass beat by the Good Brothers, bro. Getting beat down. So
That was
AJ's like, just
yeah.
go on, give me the trophy. Go on, give me the trophy. Then the gong hit. Undertaker didn't drop a sweat. That man hair was still dry. He choke slammed this man. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Just
And
the
that's
way
how
it
that match
ended.
He
I was
didn't
like,
take his
that's
gear off.
to me
No,
that
he
almost
didn't.
felt
He
like
He
that
didn't
felt.
take-
Oh, go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say when I saw that, that almost felt like the rushed match against Cena at Mania 34. Like that
Oh,
that
it was.
ending for AJ was so rushed.
Like I get they was trying to build AJ and Taker for WrestleMania for the next year WrestleMania, but like, good Lord, did you
Not
even
like that.
like, bro? Come on, man! Like that was oh my God,
Laziness. That's what you call a half-ass job.
man! I'm giving this match a 1 just because of AJ Styles and Undertaker, bro.
You gave
Nigga, I'm giving it a -10.
Bro, if AJ Styles and Undertaker wasn't in this match, this would
Hold
be
on.
like
Hold on.
a negative
Hold
3.
on. Time out. Time out. Why are we rating these matches?
Yeah. Oh, you right.
You right.
I
You
think
right.
that was just. I think we.
This
I
is
think
the
we're just so
worst.
used to
we're
doing that.
we're doing the worst pay-per-view, which
no,
was your
we're
idea.
rating this.
You
We're
said-
rating this. This is JoJo's fault. We're rating this. This is the show. When he told when Marvin texted me and said it was this show, I had to question him that it was this show. I was praying to God it was the Australia show. When he said the Saudi Arabia show, I said, "Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding
The
me."
one show that Tyrell happens to join, it happens to be on this episode.
Oh, you want to know what's so crazy, Tyrell? This morning, when you text me, I wasn't even going to do that to you. I was like, you know what? I know my boy been wanting to get on the wrestling show for a long time. He gonna be mad, but I don't. I'll make it up
Let
to
me
you.
see.
You get to pick the next pay-per-view. I got you.
It'll be better next time. We just
But
needed one of these.
I just wanted you to know it wasn't me.
Or me.
It wasn't me. But no,
That man.
no, Drake, shut up. You co-signed for it yesterday.
You signed for it.
Did you watch yesterday's episode? I was listening. I'm like, no, let's just keep the good.
We
But
kept saying for
Jojo
the
kept
content.
saying, no, fuck that. No, you co-signed that, Dre. So y'all fault. It's y'all fault.
Look,
But
my
here,
favorite
like I said,
part of
I'm
this
just
is gonna
glad y'all
look
was
at.
here. I'm just glad
We
y'all
needed at least one bad content one.
Look,
It's gonna
look.
be the first to last. I promise.
Here's my favorite part of this match. Styles versus Rey Mysterio music. That was fantastic. That was a 5-star clinic right there. Undertaker taking a snails and sloths pace. I think
Yes.
both of those animals beat him to the ring.
Mhm.
Undertaker didn't remove his gear off. And I want you to think about this for a moment. I want you to really let this sink in. He didn't take his gear off. He did one choke slam, walked around, and pinned AJ Styles like he hit him with a tombstone power driver. And this was Undertaker's last match in front of people.
Yep.
And
I am now
that's how they
with
had
the
him go out.
stench of me realizing, because I didn't watch this event live. This was at the time I was boycotting these shows. So a lot of this is the first time I remember the results because I saw the highlights, but this is my first time seeing this. And this is his last match in front of people. Saudi Arabia, chokeslam, hat and jacket on.
Didn't break a sweat.
Keep your mic muted for the rest of this because you recommended this shit, man.
He don't get to keep the mic on mute. So who's ever in the background, let them hear you. Let us hear them. So whoever's calling you in the background, let it be, bro.
I don't even care about writing notes in this show anymore.
You do not get to listen to me. You do not get to mute nothing. I promise you that. As soon as I see it go red, you gotta remember, Jojo, I have the power to mute you and unmute you. So you better recognize, Jojo. I have the power to mute you and unmute you, brother. So is it on? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, don't do it.
Who's wearing a fucking dog chain to the ring? What the fuck?
So,
All right.
so that one was okay. We all agreed that was
I
negative.
think we spent too much time on that one.
All right, so the next one we got the SmackDown Tag Team match. John Morrison and The Miz versus.
Let me just say this. I was really happy to see them back together.
Yep.
That's probably the only reason why I liked the match was because Morrison and or Nitro, whatever y'all remember him as, and the Miz back as a tag team. But it was some pause moments in there. I'm not going to discuss it. Tyrell, we're not going to discuss it. No, Tyrell. No, Tyrell. Don't do it.
Bro.
Don't do it. We're not going to do it. We're going to keep this community guidelines here.
I'm not going to lie.
There's community guidelines that I'm trying to follow. So I'm trying to.
This match
was
probably
the
best match on this card. It was probably the best match on this card. And that says a lot about this card. Yes.
Really?
I think I'm giving this a 5.
Over the Raw tag team?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say this was maybe a 3.
You know what? I take that back.
What did you say?
I'm giving it a 5. He said this is
I think this is a 5. This is like one of the best matches on this card. I don't think it's very, but that says a lot about this show. I just think, because I love New Day. As a kid, big New Day fan. I think for what we got in terms of wrestling ability, I don't think it was that bad. I think it was just okay at best. But yeah, that says a lot about this card.
Hey,
I'm
wait, a 5 out of what?
Hey, kids.
A 5 out of what? 5 out of 5 or a 5 out of 10?
Oh no, not 5 out of 5, 5 out of 10.
That's still too high for this match.
That's still 50%.
It's average. I'm giving it an average, bro. It was average. I don't think it was that bad.
Like Marv said, the main reason I was excited for this was because Morrison and Miz were back for the first time since 2008.
Yeah, because I like Morrison. I really like Morrison in this match, though. I actually did.
They were good heels, too.
One was cool, yeah. Yeah, he was the MVP of this match, in my opinion.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 5, man.
Hey kids, say no. Say no to drugs, kids.
It wasn't.
Yes.
It was not. It wasn't that good, but
I'm
it
not gonna
wasn't
lie.
that bad either, though.
I did skip it at that one spot. I skipped it. We talked about
That was a little diabolical.
I
Oh, it
went
definitely
fast forward.
was.
I was like, I forgot New Day was like,
I was
nope,
like,
nope.
pause.
But I will say, if this was like on
I had
any other
tolerance.
pay-per-view that was a high-powered pay-per-view, it'd probably be lower for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like if it was like on 2011 Money in the Bank, like that type of pay-per-view, oh, it'd definitely be lower.
No, because
I'm not
this
gonna
was
lie.
back when some new people was on it. Like
Yeah,
this 2020
yeah,
through 2018, it was terrible. Pay-per-views was
it
terrible, but
was.
it's
Oh,
okay.
even the shows.
Yeah, they
I
wouldn't
just
have
don't.
allowed this. They wouldn't
Yeah,
have allowed this, man.
yeah.
So
So that's that one.
that match was a pure two, and I may be even pushing it by saying this a two, which I think I
You
am.
know,
Which I think I am.
the energy of this whole show, like
It
the
was just
crowd
off.
sucked.
It
The
made you
commentators
sleepy,
didn't
didn't it?
care. Like, dude, like the
Go do
energy,
some
like even if the
chores.
match was good, it was like there was no energy from this show.
For it to be in a beautiful, peaceful place like that, it was trash. I told my wife I want a vacation there one day, but I'm like, this garbage. It was just
Well,
garbage in 2020. It was.
better protect your head over there. Better protect your head.
I definitely will. I'm gonna go over there and talk to. I say, remember that garbage ass pay per view y'all had in 2020?
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's crazy work.
It's like y'all have the most one of the garbage show, but we shall move on.
Man. All right. Dang, what was the next match, bro? Because I
The
Oh,
next,
you
one,
know the
bro. You
next.
ready
You
for
know the
this?
next. You know the next.
Angel Garza,
Angel Garza versus Humberto, whatever, Carlito, whatever.
Carrillo.
Oh,
Carrillo.
the cousins.
You know, that was a good match. That
That
was a
wasn't a
good match.
bad
yeah,
match. That
yeah,
wasn't
I
a bad
agree.
match.
Yeah,
Some
and it was only
athleticism.
for
Yeah.
it being 9 minutes. It was
Yeah.
Yeah, it did what it had to do. Yeah, I
They would
agree.
have had to, they could have slowed down a little bit. They made some mistakes. Yeah,
Hmm.
you could tell like they both was green. They
Yeah.
did have that botch destroyer spot that Humberto
Mhm.
did. They had some beautiful kicks. That spinning kick by
Yeah.
Humberto was
that was
nasty.
beautiful.
Bro, I love
Bases of the
Humberto's
will.
work, bro.
But Garza with the most devastating finishing move of all time to win every match, the sweet roll up after a
Mhm.
few reversals for the win. I base mine out of 5. I give it a 3 out of 5 to be honest with you.
That's not bad. I
It
like
was a
that
good
range.
match.
I agree.
I actually
Yeah,
And,
woke me up a little
and like I
bit.
said, the storyline too of it was pretty dope.
I
Yeah.
think
and
like with them two
we
guys,
preach
bro.
a good storyline too on this show.
Yeah, so if it led up to a good storyline, I ain't gonna lie, Tyrell, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Yep.
That because that match
Yeah.
it led to the Raw tag team
Yeah.
match after
It
that.
did. It did.
So yeah,
Well, if you're
Like,
basing this out of 10, I would give it a 6. I
yeah,
try to avoid 7, but I give it a 6.
them two guys right there, like people don't give them those
yeah,
two
they don't get
their
enough credit for that.
flowers, bro. Like they're easily some of the most underrated workers in WWE right now. Like they're
Right.
very good.
And putting in so much work too
Yes.
for probably little right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When I got at that time when WWE like the video game, I pushed Garza. I thought that because of that match, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Not as like a world champion, but like a mid carder.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is tight.
No, they would have did something with Garza and Humberto. I think they would still have like some type of
Yeah.
role in the company today,
I
but they
agree.
just
Yeah.
never really did it.
True that.
And aren't they? Isn't WWE working with Lucha Libre anyways right now too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Triple A.
So
I mean, they bought the whole
yeah.
company.
Yeah.
They bought the whole fucking company.
Yeah,
I
they
mean the
bought the
freaking
company.
whole damn.
Mm-hmm.
And they bought TNA or partnered
Yeah,
with
they partnered
TNA.
with TNA and they bought Triple A.
Damn.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think Garza, Humberto, and Santos is in the match at AAA this weekend.
I
Well,
think
I
yeah,
forgot
World
who the-
Squad. Yeah, I think so.
I gotta
Yeah.
check that out.
Yeah, oh yeah, I gotta watch that too. I think that's gonna be a banger. I ain't gonna lie.
And then Money in the Bank June 7th.
Man, they got my girl Stephanie
Oh,
double
Stephanie
working on.
Valkyrie. Oh my gosh.
Man, that is a woman right there. That's a woman. I'm with Booker T. Shook.
He is the greatest
What?
announcer ever.
Shook it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, man, we gotta get back to this.
Yeah. All right.
It's
It's
your fault.
painful. I'm gonna take the blame. I'm gonna take the blame.
You're gonna take all of it because hey,
Paul.
we ain't letting up. We ain't letting up.
All right, then. Yeah. I think this is the Raw tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raw tag was match.
Yeah, this is probably easily
Best
the
match so
tag.
far.
And it was definitely worth the 10 minutes that they were on that show,
They
on
were.
that match for.
They
I
should have
loved it.
Yeah.
Rollins, I think anyone that steps in the ring with Rollins or is alongside Rollins, I think they excel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they
All
know
right.
what he expects out of them. So I think that's why, and it's like the same thing with Triple H. If you're going to get in the ring with him or The Undertaker, they expect a certain level out of you.
Yeah. I think right now, even in 2020, but especially now, I think Rollins is in his, I would say, his quote unquote AJ Styles run. Like in the sense, like anybody who got in the ring with AJ Styles and prime AJ Styles, he could have a match with a broomstick, and it was going to be absolutely fantastic. And that's where Rollins is right now. It's like it doesn't matter who he's in the ring with; they're going to put on a good quality match to a great match, and that's kind of what they needed out of this match with the Street Profits. They got a guy who can do tag team wrestling. But can also just can carry the match as a single. Montez Ford looks fantastic. I've always liked Murphy, Buddy, whatever you want to call him.
Man, he's
I've always liked him. Athletic,
he's amazing.
Yes,
built like a tank. Understands the business. He just has the worst names ever, like Murphy,
Buddy Murphy,
Buddy, and it's like, dude, if I could change your name. And just
that's the only critique.
Change your name, bro. I will make you into a main event star. Like if I just change it, because he has main event talent. He has main event talent. He has main event look. He has main event abilities. So it's
he
like
could play the heel.
Rollins, I wish that run would have lasted longer. I'm sorry it didn't.
Yeah,
it's very short lived. But man, they and then that ending with Rollins with the curb stomp to Dawkins onto the apron and Buddy Murphy with
that was insane.
That was insane. But the thing about the Street Profits is, and it's like every time I watch them, it just makes me yearn for Montez Ford to separate from Dawkins and become a single. It's just like I like Dawkins, but he don't. It's something missing with him. It's something. It's not that he's not good in the ring. He's definitely gotten
mic skills.
It's just it's him. It's his aura. It's his aura, and he's not like the most gifted like athletically, but like he's very gifted skill wise. But it's just like to me, I feel like Dawkins is the anchor to Ford. I think Ford would be a bigger star if he separated from Dawkins. I'm talking about to this day.
He like a Shelton Benjamin for real. A great number two.
Yes.
He's like a great number two. That's pretty much what he is.
That's a really good comparison.
Yeah, that's all he is.
But that's about Benjamin though. Like Benjamin could
let's go
world champion.
Exactly, but they missed once again, and we said this on the show too, Tyrell.
They made Jack Swagger.
They missed a few of these people. We missed out on a lot of good people, and Shelton Benjamin is one of them.
They
even had Shelton Benjamin pin Triple H 3 times in the middle of his reign of terror. Like, and don't bring up that Jack Swagger shit. That was the worst fucking cash.
Oh my god, bro. Evan Bourne was right there. You didn't make him a world champ.
No, I kind of agree with that. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think
good mid card guys should
like a U.S. champion,
U.S. champion, but world champion.
Wait a minute.
Can I just say this real quick about the wrestling?
No. Can I correct you real quick? You would rather see somebody Daniel Bryan. You would have had Daniel Bryan as a champion, who they made a champion over Evan Bourne, who was exciting. Stop.
Because
don't do that, Tyrell. Don't do that. No, it was not. No.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Hell to the no.
Evan Bourne was more athletic, but Dan Bryan had the all-around ring presence.
But he was more exciting, though, Tyrell. You can't tell me
the Yes movement didn't exist. So the Yes movement didn't exist.
Oh, you was one of them. You was one of them goofy mo. Yes. You
telling me? So apparently I was one of the goofy. So remember when he won at Mania, that was the same event that Taker lost his streak, which would have killed any other crowd. Any other person would not have brought that crowd back up, and he did. And you telling me he wasn't deserving of multiple world champions in the company? You telling me Earth?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. No, hold on. Let me take that back. I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying if they made somebody like him, you don't think they could have did that with Evan Bourne? You don't think they could
No,
have had a movement like him? You don't think so?
no,
Uh-uh.
no.
That's crazy.
I don't think.
I don't think his
The
I don't think,
perfect
and it's
writer,
still kind of showing to this day,
the
like
perfect
Matt
writer
Sydal, Evan
would have
Bourne,
made
he don't
Evan
really
Bourne a
connect with the
proper
fans.
superstar. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, if he would have had the
This the
great,
thing with Bourne though. The thing with Bourne is I don't think he would have got over like DB did. I'm sorry.
No.
But my thing is
Mm-mm.
if they made Jack Swagger a world champ,
And look at his storyline. It was trash.
exactly, a multi-time world champ, then you
Evan
guys would
Bourne's what I'm
say,
telling you.
F it, just
It
make
would have
him
been
one.
better. It would have been better than Swagger.
I agree.
That I can agree with you. I can
Yeah,
agree
I
with
agree.
you with Swagger 100% with that.
Because Jack
And I
Swagger,
thought,
when
and I
he
thought Swagger's pure in ring work, in ring work was pretty solid. Like not world champion level, but like the thing I would have did with Swagger was I would have shut him the F up. He wouldn't be allowed to talk at
Right.
all.
Right.
And I would have been put a mouthpiece on him. And they did it way too late. They put Dutch Mantel on him when Dutch Mantel was out of his prime, and that's when they did the whole American patriotic, blah 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 blah.
Mm.
But like
Yeah,
when
we
he
the
cashed in and
people.
stuff like that, Swagger was already talking. Everybody knew about that lift that he had, and not even that Dusty Rose lips. Like I'm Zach Swagger, baby. Yeah, like no, that was I'm the all American champion. Like no, it didn't work. You know, and the thing is like this is the problem that I have with a lot of the wrestling community today. If people like them enough, they automatically deserve to be world champion. You can like somebody and recognize that they're not world champion material. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But just because they didn't win a world title, the company failed them, the company failed them, the company failed them. Same thing, how they do Ricochet. I liked Ricochet when he was in the company. I kind of like this little condescending heel run now, even though he need to stay the hell off of Twitter. You got that fine ass woman over there, and you arguing with a bunch of dweebs. You know what I'm saying? But like, I liked him, but I've always recognized him as not a world champion. He just wasn't. It's okay. It's okay.
He's more, Ricochet is more like you said, like a mid card, like a US champ
mid card
type of,
Sometimes everybody not everybody can beat Kobe Bryant. Not everybody can beat Tom Brady. It's okay to like those mid-tier wide receivers and quarterbacks where it's like, they ain't the best, but damn, I fuck with you.
But they won't crash the ship.
Yeah.
They won't crash the ship.
They know what's expected of them.
When you didn't put expectations on Ryan Fitzpatrick, he didn't crash the ship. He didn't crash it. Same thing with some of these wrestlers. You don't put expectations on them. Just let them go out there and do their thing. They won't crash the ship. You can build around them or even use them as a fodder piece to build a bigger talent. There's nothing wrong with that. And everybody got this problem now that, if this person don't win the world title or they don't win it when I want them to win it, that means that I'm mad and the company failed them.
Yep.
I'm going to tweet about it.
It's exactly
what you see on Twitter. Exactly.
Cry about it.
All you see and Marv,
you're right.
And Marv, you've seen some of the comments on Twitter, haven't you?
Oh,
I don't pay attention.
Wrestling Twitter has become woke, and I hate it. I hate how wrestling Twitter has become too woke.
It's a good thing, Marv, that you don't, because it's bad.
Dude, every woman that gets released, WWE is sexist. Every black wrestler that don't make it into the main event scene,
that's so true.
Racist. I'm sorry. Bobby Lashley is in the exact same position that in AEW as he was in WWE. Okay? And I'm not gonna sit back and call Triple H a fucking racist. A racist because he recognized that a 48-year-old Bobby Lashley is not the future of the company. I'm not going to get mad at that. As great as Lashley look and everything, Triple H had him in a decent spot. Lashley wanted more. He went to go get more. AEW. Over at AEW, I will admit that. But Lashley's pretty much in the same spot. He's a mid-carder.
Yeah, he's
a mid-carder. It's okay.
Pretty much.
Man, y'all should have seen Twitter. I think this was like they did the King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah,
they had just brought Ilya up. Y'all should have seen Twitter when Jey Uso beat Ilya. Oh my God, it was like a war zone, bro. It was bad,
bro. And Marv, what made it worse is like you cannot Triple H. And number one, he probably doesn't even look at these comments, but it's like he has to make certain, like Tyrell said, he has to make certain business. If you're in your late 40s and you can't produce, he's obviously knowing like, okay, well, your time's kind of running out here. So I'm not going to push you just, because the fans want you to be pushed.
Yeah.
And real quick before we move on, I just want to say I'm kind of confused on heel and face too now, because you got literally fans cheering the bad guy, and it's like Seth Rollins made a point. He goes, "Y'all hate me, this, and that," and then he says, "But you're gonna sing my song." And I was like,
Everybody
"That's
wants
so
to
true."
That's what it's become. Everybody sing now. Everybody. Oh, Randy Orton come out. I hear voices in my head. Who said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa"? Whatever
There's
the hell
no
they
true
singing.
heel or face anymore.
I agree. Yeah.
And another thing that
Just like it was with Edge.
You're not funny, Marv. You're not funny,
Marv.
bro. You're not funny.
That is very mean, especially when you got that poster back there too. You know what, Jojo? Because of the pay-per-view, he's gonna attack.
Wrestling community. I'm gonna say this too. When Vince was in charge, you got mad because he was pushing older people and giving part-timers the spotlight.
Yep.
Now that Triple H is focusing on the future of the company and what's current in the company, now you want the old heads and the fucking part-timers.
It's human nature.
How stupid do you sound?
I do.
What happened to the sport that I love? What happened to it? Everybody too woke. Every woman that God, Sarah Logan got released. Oh, WWE is so sexist. Oh my gosh, pray for Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai got released. How dare they? I'm never watching again because Dakota Kai got released. 3 ACL surgeries and a bunch of injuries. And you telling me we want to keep her on the payroll? This ain't Tony Khan, bitch. We're trying to run a business here.
This is what I say about Dakota Kai. This is what I want to say about Dakota Kai. I think she was fine enough to be kept on Raw in the mid-card division, in my opinion, because the mid-card division is lacking.
She was good. She was solid for what we had.
Yeah. I agree, but the problem is that what is your best? I agree, but your best ability is availability, and she was never available. Every time they would start to like put her in that position for to help with the tag team or with the mid card, she would get hurt. I'm not keeping somebody around like that. I'm not. Good luck on your future. If you get healthy, improve, and show that you can stay healthy, we can talk again. If we act like these people don't come back to the company.
But if you get hurt, if you're getting hurt consistently more than once, that's where the problem starts.
And thank you so much.
Though, with Dakota, some of the stuff I seen, like she would put her body on the line for other people. I'm like, Dakota, I love you, sweetheart, but there's no way you just gonna have to take them bumps on your own. I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way and constantly get hurt because you're not doing your spot correctly. I'm sorry, man.
But all these women, like you said, that's an ongoing thing, Tyrell. It's not just now. It's always been like that.
Yeah,
I remember 2020 when Mickie James was fired. You guys are sexist. You guys are this. You guys are that. And you got to remember too, T. That was around the time when Twitter first got.
Yeah. And all that stuff about her banging John Cena and stuff like that. Y'all fired her because she was sleeping with John Cena and and y'all punished her for that. No, I agree. How she got released did suck, but that's not the case.
That was bad.
That's not even how she got her stuff.
Yeah.
The second time she got fired was complete.
The
second time she got fired and got her stuff sent in a trash bag was absolute trash. That's where the outrage should come.
Yeah.
Not because it's like
outrage is directed at the wrong thing.
It's like we watched the number 4. This is the equivalent of watching the number 5 wide receiver on the depth chart get cut, and everybody in the fan base get mad at it. He got a job. You're not good at it, or you're not available.
Mm-hmm.
You're not what's fitting for them right now. That's okay. Other opportunities come. Go work your ass off.
Exactly.
Stop sulking. And that's another thing. These wrestlers, they sulk, and then they get mad at the fans. But all you do is sulk. You get released, and it's like, oh, now I'm going to release a video crying about me getting released, or I'm going to release a video showing how I'm living life better than I am when I ever was. It's like, no. What happened to the days where you just put your head down and grind?
That's true.
They ain't got that mentality. That's the problem with having no territories or outlaw indie mud shows. They feel like all is lost, or I gotta post about my life. I'm on a yacht. Look at me, just type shit. Like this is fucking stupid. Go out there and prove that they wrong. You wanna know why Cody Rhodes is the top guy in the fucking company? You wanna know why Drew McIntyre is the top guy in the fucking company? Because when they got fucking fired or they left, they went and proved WWE wrong to where they came calling back for them.
Exactly.
And
go prove their asses that they was wrong for cutting your ass. Even Zack Ryder, and I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he has been proven them wrong with his indie
I
run.
agree, yeah.
Go prove that they're fucking wrong. This is your time. You don't have the national exposure no more, upfront and personal, but you have the national exposure at your disposal. You've been on WTV. All these outlaw promoters are going to want to get you into their indie halls. So work your way through it, network it.
Right.
I'm not giving wrestlers advice. I'm not even in the damn business. But then they want to bitch at people that's not in the business.
Mm-hmm.
Go do something about it. Stop having your keyboard warriors cry for you.
Right.
And one thing too, another thing about real quick, my bad, Marv. I just want to throw in like one thing about Triple H and what the things that is being said about him on Twitter and all that jam. Not just right now, but like just over the last couple of months. When CM Punk had left, and we all know why he left the first time, he had an interview with Stephanie, and he simply said like, when Triple H is a businessman.
Yes.
He's what's best for the company. He can get if you like it or not. But when he called up CM Punk, he strictly said, hey, if you're the same guy from 10 years ago, I don't want you here. If I'm still the same guy I was 10 years ago, I shouldn't be here. And he said we chopped it up, we talked about it, and we came to an agreement. Triple H is a businessman, and he's going to do what's best for the company. So if that means releasing talent that are, injury prone, et cetera, he's going to do it in a heartbeat.
And Triple H was saying, a lot of people forget that Triple H was the one to mend the bridge between Bruno Sammartino and Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Like Triple H has always been that person. Like,
right.
not people forget that we are human beings. They're human beings as well, and they make mistakes. They f up both professionally and personally. But it's the fact that Triple H and CM Punk took accountability for their actions. And Triple H can take accountability for it. Hey, I messed up. I was immature. I was wrong. Let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's make business. Let's make amends personally and professionally. But that's a problem. That's a problem. Fucking.
Remember, he said a promo years ago. He goes, "What's the problem with today's world? When you're a billionaire, you're the antichrist. When you're when you're a millionaire, you're a liar. You're a cheat." He goes, "What is wrong with being successful?
There's nothing wrong with it."
All right. All right, back to the garbage. Back to the garbage.
That was better than our Discord was better than this shit. I'm on Bailey and Naomi. Bailey looking good in them tight ass black pants.
Man.
Oh, goody! It's Dolph Ziggler and Mansoor.
I skipped over that. Told you, bro.
Go ahead, Jojo.
That match. If we looking at singles matches, bro, that was probably the best singles match on this card. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What the fuck?
And that
is it because of Dolph?
I always like Mansoor's in ring where I feel like he's underappreciated with his in ring work too. But I'm gonna give it that like on the scale for 1 to 5, I'm giving that like a 2.5. And that says a lot about the singles matches on this card. And that's all I'm gonna say because that was. All right, what's next, man? What's next?
I'm not giving Model Boy Monsieur any. No, let's skip.
I'm only giving Dolph the credit for that. Dolph, at least the only reason I really I didn't enjoy it, but he does pretty well, and he's a pretty good in-ring talent. So
great seller too, man.
Yeah, so he did what he could with Mansoor.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was painfully average too. It was painfully average.
And he's only one human. He's only one person though. He can't.
Yeah,
there were parts where he was really trying to sell some of his moves, but it's like the crowd wasn't really buying into it.
Yeah, and dude, Mansoor, and he still is so green, dude. But Dolph Ziggler can have a match with a wet paper bag, and it would look like a 5-star clinic sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Now we got Brock Lesnar versus Ricochet.
Oh. And I went to go take a piss in the match.
In the match.
What?
Bro. Hey, real quick, Mark, before we do go on that match, I wanted to ask you personally, how did you feel about Dolph? Do you feel like he could have been pushed a little bit better toward the end of his WWE run? Like, where's your thought on that, real quick?
I have no thoughts on Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Oh, the only favorite part about Dolph Ziggler's career was when The Rock was like, "Who the hell is Dolph Ziggler?" When he said that back in the day.
Hey, Jojo, real quick. Remember when he debuted and his theme song was Dolph, 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 Dolph?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes, I do, bro.
Oh, and he was going around like, "Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler."
Yeah.
I'm
Man,
Dolph
Kane
Ziggler.
Kane flipped that nigga out the Royal Rumble.
But do you want me to be 100% with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, they missed out on Dolph Ziggler too.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
They missed out on Dolph Ziggler too. I'm gonna just be 100% with you because I ain't
Mhm.
gonna lie. If Dolph would have had a good run to be that good superstar, I probably would have liked him and paid attention to him.
yeah.
You
They-
know,
'cause
they missed out on him. They
They,
missed
they
out.
put his
His
first world title
27
run.
my bad, Tyrell. I was just gonna say
Right.
Dolph's 2017 promo. Well, it was more like a shoot. He goes, "I am here night and day, week after week, when
Yeah.
all these newcomers." And he cut that promo. He goes, "Why don't I get my fair share?" Like that kind of stuff. And I was like, "Damn!" Like when he
Yeah.
talked that night, I listened. I was like, "Sheesh."
And Tyrell, I don't mean to go back to what you said, but Dolph was a failed experiment.
No, yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
he was a failed experiment.
It's a good way to put it.
They could have done better. in my
I mean, because
opinion.
his first world title run, they
Mhm.
gave him 11 minutes,
Right.
and Edge beat him. And then the second one, majority of that run, he had a concussion,
Right.
Mhm.
and
Wasn't
then
100%.
and as soon as he came back, they immediately put the title on Del Rio, and it's like they had him carry that briefcase for a long time, and to me,
Yeah.
Ziggler's cash in is top 3 cash in of all time.
Top 3 cash in the world.
Like,
I agree.
I will put it at number 2 under Seth Rollins cash in. I still get goosebumps watching Ziggler cash in when he hits that 3 and that crowd goes insane. Like even talking about it right now, I'm like the fucking Rock.
Like the Rock. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Non-surgical though, non-surgical, like real fucking chills down my spine. And you know me, Marv. You know I love my Cleveland natives. He a Cleveland boy. He still holds the record for the most pins in Saint Nation's history in wrestling. So I mean, you always got to represent. He represented Cleveland very well.
Facts.
He is a mixed experiment. He could do everything. He could work the main event. He can work tag team. He can work mid card, both as a face and a heel, especially as a heel.
He can work on the mic.
When they paired him and Drew McIntyre together. I love when
they had their picks already with them. Drew, the Miz. They had all of them picked out already.
And that's the thing too. Like Miz and Ziggler in 2016, 2017 should have been the main event scene.
Oh yeah,
along with
been a great.
Like I get it, they do the surprising thing with Jinder Mahal in 2017, but man, why can we give Miz that fucking run with that title, even if it was like 2-3 months? Just give him a good run with it and have him and Ziggler go, because they were going crazy over the Intercontinental title. I credit Ziggler, Cody, Miz, and Rollins as the guys that revitalized the Intercontinental Championship.
Wow, that's
And I was just thinking that too, like a couple years back, like when they do another Intercontinental video, they better be in there. I think they should do another Intercontinental video because of those guys.
Yeah,
real talk.
Like especially like when Ziggler and Miz was feuding late 2016 for that IC title.
That was heat.
Boy, every match they was
the promo was insane.
Promos and it's just like, bro, I'm sitting there as a Cleveland, Ohio native watching 2 Cleveland dudes putting on for the fucking city, bro.
I remember Dolph too. He was like, I try and I try and I try and I fail and I fail and I fail, but I'm gonna keep getting up. I was like, damn.
And it wasn't even him.
The thing where he was doing the note, like when Vince had Ziggler doing the no theme song thing and cutting the theme song off and doing like the little impersonations and like,
that was stupid.
It was chicken shit, but Ziggler was one of the few people that could turn that chicken shit into chicken salad.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And just everything he did, him and Rude, him and Vicky, and just just people that they paired him with or matches that he had. It's just like you could put him anywhere. You put him with Punk, put him with Bryan, put him with The Miz, have him come in and go to NXT. A lot of people don't give Ziggler credit for putting Braun Breaker over.
Right.
He made Braun Breaker look so good when Braun was still green in the business and taught him a lot. Even his run in TNA is good, helping Joe Hendry get more over. Ziggler is one of the greatest to ever do it.
He's popping in TNA right now.
Yeah.
I gotta admit it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta admit it. Ziggler is top 15 of all time, man. He's one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest.
And he's popping right now in TNA.
Even him as a shitty ass cheerleader, he fucking cooked in that shit. It's like he's good. He's fucking great.
I thought they was gonna my fault, Rizzo. And I thought they was gonna redeem themselves by making Ryan his brother. They could have made his brother.
Ryan fucking sucks.
But here's the thing, Tyrell. No, he could have, like I said, people failed him though. Ryan could have been good though. He had the talent.
Ryan failed himself.
But he had the athleticism to be that star.
Ryan had the athleticism, but he didn't have the psychology, the ability.
That's
very important to this shit.
And another thing is that Ryan, instead of working hard like his brother and just being like, okay, I'm gonna do what's best for business, he always blamed everybody for every fucking thing. That's what this whole lawsuit that he got with AEW. The one time I actually sided with Tony Khan on this shit because Ryan, you fucking suck. Tony Khan didn't do nothing wrong to you. You blame everybody for your missed failures in the business. It's your fault. Sometimes it's their fault. Ken Kennedy is a prime example. Even Ken Kennedy my WWE run is my fault. It's my fault. How many times they didn't want to push Ken Kennedy and
and he was the Money in the Bank winner too. They were gonna have him cash in on the Undertaker.
He admits that he fucked. Sometimes when you admit that, hey, even if it's not totally my fault, this is a life lesson, kids. Even when you admit that, hey, there was things that were out of my control, you can always control a situation that's out of your control in the sense of how you act. And even if you act poorly, take accountability. You know what? It was my fault. Maybe if I did things differently, even if it was supposed to still play out, at least I conducted myself in a way that I'm proud of. And that's the problem. Ryan, he ain't got that. He ain't got that shit. He ain't got it. So everything that's wrong with him is his fault. And he riding the coattails off his brother's name. Let's be real here. Again, because you're athletic in something doesn't mean you're skillful in something. Skill takes work.
Why do you think those guys, these top-notch superstars, the one that are known globally around the world, multi-time world champions, is because, one, they accept failure, and number two, they separated themselves from the pack.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like after that Survivor Series tag match with Ziggler, he clutched that match up. I thought he was gonna get a push. I thought he was gonna get that rocket on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I thought he was gonna get that rocket, bro.
It's funny how us kids were pushing him in WWE games, but WWE in real life weren't.
Man, they put my boy with Lana. They put my boy with Drew, Bobby. Who else, man? They put him with everybody. AJ Lee, Big E. Come on, man.
Like, Big E when he first debuted.
Yeah.
Big E, he was Big E Langston at the time.
Big E Langston.
My
God.
Yeah.
So, Jojo, let me get this straight. You said the Dolph Ziggler and Mansoor match was the best singles match. Meanwhile, Bayley and Naomi is cooking on my television screen right now.
We'll get to that.
I'm just saying.
We'll get to that.
What's going on, bro?
So get to this Gone in 60 Seconds match.
Suplex City, bitch. That's all I got to say.
Pretty much.
Negative 35.
It was over.
I'm giving that match a 0 out of 10. Lesnar,
bro, that match right there,
he beat the fuck out of Ricochet.
Bro, that match right there killed every living thing into Ricochet in his WWE career, bro. And I'm standing by that, bro.
That was the start of his downfall, really.
Yes. Because I remember, like, he went like a couple of months without even winning a match. Like, that was absolutely bad. Like, if you wanted Brock to like beat him, to let the man get some type of offense, this nigga didn't get nothing in. Like, oh my God, bro, it was ass.
Bro, he didn't even allow. It's just hilarious. Because when I was watching it, Ricochet would do like a high flying move. He couldn't even get a drop kick in.
Bro, Dude, this man
I
that
don't
killed
understand
Ricochet WWE career,
why we
man.
spending all this time on the
Oh yeah,
match.
no, we can move on. I had
That
0 out
was
of 10 for me.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that was pretty ass. All right, so I think this is the steel cage match between Roman and Baron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
King
I
Corbin to be exact.
I see why Roman takes a lot of vacations away from WWE. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That whole storyline was stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I don't blame Roman. If I'm getting wet dog food poured on me, I'll consider retiring too, bro. I'm sorry. Cause that's BS, bro. I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
Succotash.
Oh my God, bro. I'm so thankful he the tribal chief now. Cause
Hey, I'm not
dude,
gonna lie. Kobe was probably the best thing that happened to his whole career,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
yep. Bro, like and
He
then
probably goes to Mania and gets squashed by Goldberg,
Yeah.
oh my
but
God,
you'll
I
get
would have
to.
man, I would have been all elite. All elite. All
Bro.
elite. But this match right here was so disappointing, bro. Cause like especially in this, like, especially in their career, this is probably easily one of the most forgettable matches between both of them. Like, I always thought Baron Corbin in ring work was pretty decent. People don't give Roman his credit when he got them hooping shoes on. Roman is a hooper. They don't give that man his credit. That man is like, go back and watch them AJ Styles and Roman matches. Oh my
Yo,
God.
oh yeah, when
Oh my
Styles first came in the
God.
company,
Yes, man. Oh
ooh
my
man, that was
God,
some
bro.
match. That was some bangers right there.
Man, it was just like this is probably the match I had so much high hopes for.
God,
Even though the storyline was bad, I was like, you know what, man? Roman might put his super shoes on. Boy, was I wrong. This match was very disappointing, and I love Roman Reigns, but bro, it was bad, bro. Like it was boring. I didn't get into it, bro. They had Roman come out with like a dog chain. I'm like, bro, what? Like, what are y'all niggas doing, bro? Like, man.
Hey,
I
be
said while
thankful
we was
who we
recording
have
this, we were
now.
watching it. I said, a dog chain, really, dude, really?
Man, Roman, if he would retire, bro, I would.
At that
But
time,
I
we wouldn't
remember when
blame
they
them.
remixed his theme song to the Chihuahua barks.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my, bro, I was so livid, bro.
I
I
ain't
was
gonna
like,
lie.
this.
I love that moment. I still do that from time to time. To me, that was funny, bro. I don't know why I agree with Vince on that one, but to me, that was funny. It's one of those weird anomalies that I actually liked. I was like,
And
this is
like
crazy.
the thing is too, like people are like I see like on Twitter, I see like a lot of Roman hate because he don't show up. This is the reason why he don't show up. Like y'all gotta, bro. That man went through hell in the late 2019, early 2020 stage. It was bad. Like it was like bad. Like it, like people don't talk about it, like this was actually like dog shit. Like
and
literally dog shit.
and I feel too like watching that match. That was honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this because of the match type that it was. That was another match where I kept falling in and out of sleep from. I was like, "Fuck!" Like this shit's still going. Like,
Bro, it
but
was bad, bro.
and you can kind of tell too. Like they botched a couple spots, and
Hmm.
it's just one of those things where it's like, damn, like that's crazy. Like this is that's how storytelling in WWE writing was at that time.
Yeah.
And also for King Corbin, Baron Corbin, whatever the fuck you want to call him, I feel like his real downfall was that was just I feel like that 2020 match, that was like the one that set it on fire. Like that's the one for sure. It's like, all right, yeah, you're done.
Brother, like
But
they
I
put
think
this
for
man.
me, it was 20 when he won the Money in the Bank. Remember how he lost it?
Yeah, that was
Yep.
it, bro. That was the nail in the coffin right there, bro.
Yep.
Like,
That was the
it's a
icing on the
problem.
cake.
They put this man with JBL, bro, and I love Corbin. Them folks still
Killed
didn't
it.
care about Corbin. I was like, oh my God, bro.
And
And
his finishing move too. That's what really got the end of days. That's what really got at NXT. Everyone was like, "Oh, like that finisher's pretty lit."
Yeah, and it's the most safest.
y'all
Yeah.
realize that Cena was involved in the first three failed cash-ins in some capacity?
Damian
Yes.
Sandow was one too, I believe.
Damien Sandow was one. Cena was the first one, and Cena
Yeah.
caused the interference in Baron Corbin's failed one.
Yeah.
Yup.
They really had Jinder Mahal, bro. They put Jinder Mahal on a super run, bro. But
Man.
I don't care, bro. That entrance and that theme song cooked.
Bro, it did, bro. It did. It did. It did. Man.
I was like, dude, he was aura farming on that one for real, bro.
Man, this match, bro, I'm probably giving this a 2, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
Give it a 2
giving that a fucking 1.
Bro,
out of
this
5. I give it. I'm out of not out of 5. We doing out of
Now
10. Out of
here's
10.
the match that I low key want to talk about now. Go ahead, Jojo. Talk about it.
All right, so this is the I want to say this is this women's match.
Yeah, the one I just finished watching.
Bailey.
Yeah, banger.
That was a damn good match.
Yeah, let's
And
talk
it
about
sucks
that.
too, bro. And it
Let's
sucks
talk
too,
about
bro.
let's talk about that multicolored
Man, Bailey.
bodysuit,
Oh my
boy.
God, that is a woman. That is a woman.
Oh.
Naomi, Big
Hold
Jim.
on, hold on. Before
Both of them.
Big Jim, I don't
hold
want no
on. Before my wife, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. That shit right there was.
Both
Man.
of them. Bailey in them tight black pants.
Man, and it sucks. Like I hate when they do Saudi Arabian shows and the women be putting on bangers and clinics, bro. Them people do not care, bro. And that pisses me off, bro. I'm sorry, that pisses me off.
Look how they treated Liv Morgan when she won her thing, bro. They didn't shake her hand, they didn't acknowledge her or nothing.
Exactly.
And it was like, in that press conference, and she was just driven by emotions when they started. Like that was the first time they really started. Like the crowd actually started caring was with the Liv Morgan thing, because like when they were chanting Liv and they were just showing her like so much love and respect, and she started freaking crying because she got no acknowledgement from any of those Saudi Arabian government officials, none whatsoever. And it was so disrespectful and everything. And it's
Liv
just
Morgan's amazing in the ring.
well, let me tell you something about Liv Morgan.
Her finisher, real quick, Oblivion.
In my mind, I've been dating Liv Morgan for about 3 years. Okay, so spread the word so she can't find out, bro. Just like how Alexa Bliss' husband met her off of a rumor.
That shit was hilarious. I was
that's
like,
crazy.
that's all it took.
But it was like, bro, like I'm not gonna lie, if they stopped doing Saudi Arabian pay-per-views, bro, I'll be the most satisfied man on the planet, bro.
They not the all that money they get. Dude, this is like 500. I think it's like a $500 million deal that they initially signed for, and they're probably gonna get renewed because it's actually coming up in a couple of years. Their deal being done and over with. I love the ending of this match, man. Like freaking Bailey ties up Naomi's legs like she's going for a Texas cloverleaf, and then stretches out her shirt to trap her legs and freaking face bombs her into the ring.
Bro,
but their chemistry, their timing, their psychology,
their storytelling in the ring,
the pacing. This was, if it wasn't for that Raw tag team title, this would be match of the night right here. This is a great match.
Yeah.
And honestly, you got to realize too, there's two types of storylines, and the first one's the promo, the build up to your rivalry, and then the other story is telling that in the ring.
Yes.
And honestly, it's not even ridiculous to say this is match of the night if we being real.
I don't see a problem with that. Honestly, I gave that for me, and this is for me, and I know everyone might be different, but for me and me only, I rated that bitch for sure a 10 out of 10 for me. I loved it. The match went on for 11 minutes too.
I wish they had more time.
And it was the co-main event.
I give it an 8. I give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was. I think that is up there with, like I said, we based out of 10. The Raw tag team match was an 8 out of 10 as well. Just they were the two best matches on this show. It
was just on a garbage ass pay-per-view. That's all.
Bro, it was like
literally. Yeah, it was just on a garbage pay-per-view.
I'm not gonna lie. If they would have gave this match 20 minutes, bro, 25 minutes, I would like give this match 5 stars, bro. Like legit.
Yeah. And the athleticism of them both too was real.
Especially with what the main event was next, I would have been happy.
Which I'm
brother, 5 minutes.
Like the Fiend just finished his entrance on my TV right now. I actually have a personal story on this match right here.
Man, this
but going back to the women's and even the Raw tag team match, if you put both of those shows on a better quality pay-per-view, I would still rate that an 8 out of 10. I think it transcends.
Yeah. Bro, unfortunately, bro, Goldberg versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
The only thing I want to throw out there is what's up with the amount of fucking spears consecutively? I mean, damn. Dude. The Fiend is supposed to be this empowered. He's supposed to be like this demonic, and you let him get his ass whooped like that against a 70-year-old Goldberg?
Dude, this was the final nail in the coffin to where I stopped watching WWE after this match. You
should have stopped watching after this. Yeah, for the first
man. And when Seth Rollins got DQ'd in that Hell in a Cell match.
Yep.
Yeah, much prior to that, yeah.
Those were the nails in the coffin. bro, it
But
was
what's
bad.
more aggravating is damn well Goldberg probably, if there was, I remember even Triple H a few years ago had said something like that wasn't good at the time for the company, and he was like, "But that was just his time." And he was right. But what bothers me is that knowing Goldberg, he probably went in and told Vince like, "If I'm losing, I'm not doing this match." And it probably he was, "Oh shit, what we need you to do." And that's why I made that text of entitlement. It annoys me that people like him think that they can take a 30, 40-year layoff and then come back and be like, I'm about to be a world champion. You're old. Back the fuck up.
Here you go.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like, let these newcomers, like
too.
your prime. And again, before anyone else speaks, I just want to throw in too. Goldberg, honestly, you're lucky. Matt Riddle is not him in WWE, obviously, but he was a former UFC fighter. So you test them all you want. You lucky he didn't knock you out. You're annoying and you push your weight around like you're him or you're old, man. Back the fuck up.
People don't talk about this. When Goldberg came back, he squashed out Ziggler. He beat KO. He made the Fiend look stupid.
Yep.
Beat Brock Lesnar in 2 minutes.
And Bray was
Like,
pissed
dude,
about that.
I'm watching this match right now as we speak, as y'all speaking on it.
And did you see him standing before they rang the bell? How he's staring at the Fiend, like he's like, and just the way he's staring at him.
Bray
He's
is
not afraid of
taller.
you.
And Bray is taller. On top of it, like he got an inch on him.
If this is not 99 or 98 Goldberg.
No.
I'm telling you this right now. This is
100 years old. This is Grandpa.
If this was 98, 99 Goldberg and he beat the Fiend, I mean, I don't want to say I agree with it, but I mean, I get it because that nigga went like 100-0 at one point. So I mean, I get it, but it's like, bro,
Kevin Nash.
That made Bray Wyatt look stupid, bro. God rest his soul, bro. God rest that brother's soul, bro.
This was the moment I officially was like, anything that I don't care how much y'all get excited, anything that he do is gonna turn into shit. This is the match.
His jackhammer was ugly too,
bro. His ass almost killed Undertaker like a couple of years back doing it.
Remember, he got a concussion before he even got to the ring.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember, he beat his head on the dang on door.
And that's the thing too. Goldberg is not at this point in time in 2020, 2020, this era. You can see the grandpa in him. You can just can see it.
Oh, that is a horrible jackhammer. And Bray didn't help neither. I'm sorry, but Bray did not help neither because he was so heavy on his feet. That's why it took him so long to lift him up. But that was horrible. Like, what the fuck is? I'm sorry. Okay, my personal story on this. So my friend was watching this live, right? And we was on the phone together. When we got finished with this match, I took him to the bar. I took him to the bar and just let him drink away. I paid for every single drink. I'm like, dude, just drink away. I don't care. Because that is crazy. But this is the death of the Fiend. This is the death of, may God rest, Bray Wyatt's soul. But this is the death of his career. He was never the same after this, no matter how many times people got hyped and was so excited that he'd come back. He was a great promo, but I never really liked him as a in-ring worker or like that. But he was smart. He was smart. He knew what connected with the fans.
And one thing... My bad. I was just gonna say before he passed too, he was gonna come back with a new Fiend outfit because even Bray himself wasn't happy about it was his choice, I believe too, where he was like, I'm gonna go back to like normal Bray Wyatt because you kind of killed my character. Hell in a Cell was one part, and then you did this that he was like it kind of killed it.
And then that crap with Randy Orton.
Oh yeah,
remember he got pinned by Orton twice at Mania.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Mania 33. Yeah, that's right.
And that's the thing too. Like with Bray and nothing with Bray. If Bray would have just lost like 15 pounds, he would have just.
Man, Bray Wyatt.
It's one of those things where that's a combination of both him and the company. Yeah. Failing each other. I don't care if he won multiple world titles; they weren't good runs anyway. Exactly. That's the prime example. Him getting buried by Cena at 30 is another example. You got the Firefly Funhouse that happens at the neck after Elimination Chamber. I mean, every time it's crap. It's like everybody gets so excited and start jizzing their pants, and I'm like, dude, it's not gonna freaking work. It's not gonna work. You guys are going to give up on it in 3 weeks. These guys can't wrestle, and they're riding the coattails off of a dead man.
But what's hilarious too, though, about that fiery funhouse during the COVID situation is that
good.
It wasn't just good, but it was also seeing Cena heel now. It was more like Bray Wyatt is showing him his his true colors, and that's why I was like, again, I'm going back to what Marv always preaches: storytelling. And where are we now with John Cena?
That's one thing now with WWE. I love their callbacks. Like, if somebody, like, for example, like what Jey Uso, this is just an example. What Jey Uso said about Paul Heyman being a snake, and he told this to Roman. Now it's unfolding, especially what happened at Mania with Paul Heyman snaking Punk and Roman. Like, I love the call. That's one thing I love about WWE now is the callbacks. Like, it don't matter if it happened 5, 6 years ago. They gonna do a callback. They gonna do a callback.
Especially not with Triple H.
Oh yeah. And everything like Roman, like the thing is with Rollins, everything he hated Roman for, when he became the tribal chief, he's turned to the exact same thing, bro. The exact same thing.
And it's funny too, because you got to realize one thing about Triple H is he knows and he understands the business.
Mm-hmm.
He knows because I remember an interview he got asked about, like, about the, today and then, back when he was wrestling. And he says, times have changed. He goes, but that's one thing, is like he's equipped with the new era. He knows how to get along. He knows how to get with the program. So that's why I feel like he's good for this position.
Mm-hmm.
He understands, and somehow even the Knicks and Pacers, Halliburton and them being on SmackDown, look what happened in the finals. This couldn't have been written any better way. That was crazy. I was just like, he understands what the fans want, and he's trying to bring back a little bit of old school, but just by tuning it back just a notch.
Yeah. But yeah, man. God rest Bray Wyatt's soul, bro. He's probably one of the nicest persons in WWE at the time. Cause there's no way in hell I'm losing to 39,000-year-old Goldberg. That's not happening, bro. I don't care, bro. This nigga can Jack Carradine drop me on my neck, bro. I'm not losing to that nigga, bro. I don't care.
And you know what? That's what gets me too. It's like he had all this pushback saying, "No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that." Someone needed to do that shit to him. And Triple H, I think, was one of them. When he first got to WWE in 2005, he was like, "I'm not losing to this guy."
Yeah.
Because he did lose the title, obviously, but I remember him telling Vince, like, swiftly, like, "No, I'm getting my title back. I'm not losing this one."
Yeah.
And Triple H, by the way, thank you so much for after that Hell in a Cell when you pulverized Goldberg. That was amazing. You and Evolution were amazing for doing that.
Bro, that dude Triple H, man, that nigga was a menace, bro. People know that was a Hall of Fame menace, bro.
You saw what he did to Shawn Michaels when he turned on him?
It was me, Shawn. It was me all along. Bro, that man is a menace, bro. Oh my God.
That was, if you want to talk about menace, not only did he throw Shawn Michaels' head face first into the window, but remember the ass whooping he gave William Regal when Eugene was looking for him? He was tied. Bro, when he took the lamp, I was like, this. He needs to be arrested.
Eugene wasn't over. Eugene was massively over.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
Like, dude,
he was even a part of Evolution.
Eugene wasn't over. He was insensitive and blah blah. Like, dude, he was over. Go look back.
He was, bro.
He was also used in the DX and McMahon feud.
Bro, he got recognition from The Rock, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, 04, bro. Like, come on, man. That man was over, bro. This dude was doing the stunner, the pedigree.
And then he does the he gets
bro, that man was over, bro. Like, he's one of the ones that took that type of character work and he made it work, bro. He did.
Hey, but you knew Triple H was gonna get some fucking payback when he gave like a certain stare or like a frustration look, like when Eugene cost him the world title against I don't want to say his name, but when he cost him the world title on Raw and he planted him with that steel chair, when he got up and started, I was like, oh, you're done, buddy. He about to fuck you up now.
Right. It's time to rate this garbage.
Do we gotta rate it? Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably by far the worst pay-per-view I've ever seen in my life.
I'm giving it 1.
1. I'm giving it a -3. This is
Yeah.
garbage. Like, this is
-3.
garbage.
-3. Wow.
This
I'm
is
I'm I'm
garbage.
gonna give this.
Marv, I feel like you about to say like -20.
Go ahead, Tyrell. Go ahead, Tyrell.
I'm gonna give this a 4.
Oh.
I'm gonna give it only because the Raw and the women,
Oh.
the Raw tag team
Okay.
match and the women's,
Yeah.
and
Listen,
Humberto and Garza was a good. Like there were pieces of corn in this shit. It was.
yeah, you're right.
It
So
was.
I give it a 4.
I'm
I'm
gonna
on my
give it.
Bret Hart stuff.
I'm
I'm
gonna give
with
it a
my
3. I'll give it a 3. And just because, Jojo, I'm gonna suspend you for picking any type of events for a week. I'm just messing with you. I'm
Hey, you
messing
know
with
what the good thing is about this? We got some little debates and good
you. Yeah,
content
it was
here
good
Yeah.
content
in
there.
between.
Yeah.
And it was good to have Tyrell on the show.
It was like with
So
this,
yeah.
like he said, it was like a few bright spots. Like you had the tag matches and you had the women, bro. At all that, bro, there was nothing else, bro. Man, that Undertaker match was a 1. Don't even get me started
No,
on them squash matches.
you're not getting off that easy just because there was a few key moments. We're in this pen we're in this predicament because of you.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, we're in this predicament because of you. So.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, y'all. Chat, I'm
So
sorry, man.
you are officially, as Marvin said, officially banned in the shadow realm, buddy.
You
You're in the shadow realm. So
like you two, we may have to review the next pay-per-view you're gonna pick. I'm gonna be like, hold up, let me go see this real quick. I was like, all right, approve. That's what you mean, but yeah.
And then it was funny when Marv said yesterday, he looked up at before we got off the air, he was like, the show is 3 hours. I was
Yep.
As I said, 3 hours of pure garbage.
oh,
Yeah.
Man, 3 hours for that.
Yeah.
That was
bullshit.
crazy,
That's
man.
crazy. And I think because there was I think at that time too, it started like early as fuck, didn't it? For
Yeah,
Cali time.
it started like at 11.
Who
Yeah.
cares? Who cares when it started? It
Man.
was garbage.
real. At that part, I agree.
All right, y'all.
I
So,
think I have the next pay per view,
yep. So Tyrell gets to pick the next pay-per-view.
and I think I've already picked it.
What
I
is it?
think this is an interesting callback. I remember enjoying watching this show, and we also get to witness a murder attempt on this show as well. It is the only pay-per-view event that has ever happened for WWE. Great Balls of Fire.
Oh, wowzers.
It has Miz versus Ambrose. It has Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. It has the Hardys versus Cesaro and Sheamus in an Iron Man match.
Oh, that
It has Bray and Seth Rollins going at it. It has Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns in an ambulance match. And you main evented with Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe.
Oh, Samoa Joe. Oh.
You also got the crap match of Enzo Amore and Big Cass, so I might change it just on
Oh my.
I might change it.
Oh my.
You got that, man. I might change that just for that alone. But as of now, and if and when I get invited to the group chat, I might change my mind and go, no, we're not watching that. Just be called for that. But like, I think we'll enjoy Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
I think we will.
All right.
Or Marvin, do you want to go more older? Because I can go more old.
It's your turn. We gonna do this fair, like I've been doing. I let them pick.
Yep.
I put it to you like this.
Mhm.
As of now, it is Great Balls of Fire, subject to change.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
It could change, y'all. So we'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and everything. I'm not gonna recommend you follow JoJo this time, y'all, because that was just.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
I'm just
He
playing.
said, "Come on, man."
We'll see. I'm just playing. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for locking in, y'all. Peace and all that good shit.
Peace, love, and hair grease.